So again, more research that you've done, and also you're taking advantage of tools that you've rolled out yourselves as part of your platform, which allows for the analysis of the usage of the tools as they're rolled out. But we're seeing this demand for these collaboration tools growing massively.
Yeah, as part of the Nitro Productivity Platform, we have an underlying analytics product that helps customers measure and manage their digital transformation journey. The impacts of the pandemic, from the earliest days of the shelter-in-place regulations, we immediately saw a global shift in printing, an upswing in the digitization of many paper-based workflows, and especially e-signing. And so the number of signatures jumped, exponentially. But what was interesting is the turnaround time of signatures dropped. A 61% increase in digital signing, 108% increase in digital signatures. But what isn't captured here is a 54% decrease in the turnaround times of signature process. That's a dramatic step function increase on how much and how quickly you can do business.
It's almost counterintuitive in the sense that when you move people from being in a single location to being in multiple remote locations and the work speeds up, it feels counterintuitive, but makes sense when it's supported by good tooling.
Yeah, and in many cases with smartphones and people working from home, they're much more of a captive audience. But again, being able to sign on the computer or on your phone while you're out and about is also contributing to, almost in a sense, this captive audience effect. So electronic signatures are really a critical piece in a company's digital tooling arsenal.
Now, I think it's important to pick up on a particular term here, and that of knowledge workers. And I think many people listening might immediately dismiss that as it's just a marketing term. I mean, we all love a good marketing term at the end of the day, but I think it's really important because yes, knowledge workers, it kind of makes sense that these kinds of tooling will help. Not everybody is a knowledge worker at the end of the day, and we've known that by seeing, healthcare working professionals and delivery drivers, etc., etc. But knowledge workers is where this is aimed at. So, what is a knowledge worker?
That's a great question. And I think it can be at times a confusing or potentially polarizing term when it's thought of as an administrative sort of desk job. And that's not really what we're thinking of when we generally use the term knowledge worker. It's really anyone that creates, manipulates, or moves information that allows for the creation of new ideas, new products, new concepts. So it plays into not entirely, if not entirely what we do, then at least a significant aspect of how we all work. So many of
Yeah,
us.
it's not just pencil pushing, it's not just paper shuffling. There's whole creative industries behind it, and as well as various other industries that will actually be fully enabled by this tooling and would fall under this definition of knowledge worker.
Absolutely. And really, any industry that would necessarily need to undergo certain amounts of digital transformation is almost certainly comprised largely of knowledge workers.